Welcome back to Unsportsmanlike Conduct. Always remember, you can contact us on our Twitter page at US Conduct. You can tweet anything you feel like. You can also hit us up on our Facebook page, write anything you feel like on our wall to win a shot at a free haircut from the amazing Bolt Barbers, where they shear like there's no tomorrow.
True.
Now it's time for our roundtable discussion. We welcome in very special guest, Victor Ortiz. Awesome to have you on the show. Let's get down to it.
Yeah,
how you doing, Victor?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good.
Just trying to
It's a
drill
little
my
bit heated first half of the show.
Yeah.
But,
That was awesome. I was over there enjoying myself. Like, all right.
yeah, to
Got
get you into it.
front row tickets to this fight right now.
Speaking of fights, I mean, Victor, we got to jump right into it. I mean, obviously a huge fight between you and Mayweather a few weeks back. I mean,
Yeah.
what were your initial thoughts? I know there was a lot of controversy with everything that went down in the fight. I mean, how'd you feel about the
I think,
the way it
well,
went
in the
down?
end, it's one of those things where everyone carries their opinion. I have mine, and I can't really go off of what people say, but I will say that that was a fight that was not finished. It's an unfinished business type thing. And for that, you know, I have no respects or any uphand toward Floyd. You know, you can't beat a champion like that. It's like kind of, it's one of those things where if that's the case, you should have just said, look over there, and then just hit me, you know, like.
Well, speaking of unfinished business, are we going to see that business finished ever?
I hope so. I actually offered Floyd Mayweather the rematch for free because he came out in media saying that that I want another payday and that's why I want to fight him again, which that's false, like big time.
Yeah.
I don't need money. I mean, I love what I do, just like you guys sit here and do what you guys love. You know, that's just me.
When, I mean, as far as the fight went down, I mean, you looked like you were getting some good shots in as the fight was progressing a little bit. I mean, was that just kind of in the moment with the whole headbutt thing, or just
No. The headbutt, I will simply explain that. In the locker room prior to the fight, I told Cortez, watch the elbows, because if he starts using those elbows, I will get dirty. He nailed me 16 times. On replays, we went back, we checked the videos, 16 elbows in 4 rounds, which is what finally, initially, I threw that headbutt with every intention to break that nose of his. But I missed. So I got deducted. They got me to feel like, dude, you did something horrible. So I was like, oh man, Vic, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
You know, so I questioned myself, and then boom, I get tagged, and I'm like, dude, they didn't even call time in. And I'm looking at Cortez, he's looking at the ring girl probably, and then boom, I get knocked down.
I mean, what were you
dude.
whispering in his ear at that moment? I mean, we all saw you guys hugging for a second. I mean, what were you
I
saying
was just
in
like,
his
dude,
ear?
I'm sorry, bro. Like, I meant no harm by that, man. I apologize. I'm in the moment right now, man. You're elbowing me, though. You don't do that.
Did he say anything back to you?
Nah. But one of my coaches said that in the replays, you go back and you see his face, and like he like looks at the ref, he looks at me, and he looks at me looking at the ref, and then he says, F you, and then he hits me. I was like, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, no time to react or anything like that.
Well, obviously, I was like looking at, you know, Cortez. I was like, a
Yeah.
haircut of his.
So he hasn't said anything to you about a rematch?
No, not at all, man. I really hope that he comes to his senses and steps up to the plate and gives me that rematch, because, you know, I didn't have to give him the shot to fight me.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I was champion. And now he's champion, but I think it's a very cheap way of taking a championship.
So if he doesn't go to you, then where would he go?
You know, right now I'm really hoping I'm his only person that he can fight,
Right.
because Pacquiao's busy fighting Marquez. Everybody else is busy having fights, and me, I have no one to fight, and Mayweather has nobody else but me. So unless Mayweather's trying to get away somehow, then
Do you think that Pacquiao-Mayweather fight's going to go down ever?
I don't think so. According to things that I've heard, Manny's a great friend of mine, and I know we'll probably end up fighting one day eventually. But hey, it's a sport, you know.
Is that weird fighting someone who is your friend, or would you rather fight a friend than an enemy?
You know what? I think it's more of the thing how the person takes it. I don't take anything personal. Not even the whole Mayweather incident. You know, hey, it is what it is. Boxing happens. That stayed in my past. I didn't bring it home with me. So at the end of the day, it's like he wants to beat me. I want to beat him. So there's no hate. I mean, if they want their low blows by talking, then hey, that's their deal.
Do you think that has something to do with the whole drug testing thing? Because you had told us before the show that you did have to take that whole Olympic-style drug testing that Mayweather requested in order to fight him, and Pacquiao has refused to do that in the past. Do you think there's something there as far as not?
You know, I can't really speak on anyone's behalf, but hey, I was open for the test, so I don't know, you know.
But okay, so as far as training goes when you're not fighting, I mean, what's life like for you right now?
It's actually not too bad, man. I was in Paris on an invite through Miss Janet Jackson and Austin Brown. You know, so
Can't
we're
go
out.
wrong there.
Ooh.
Yeah, Austin Brown and I were we were in Germany first, and then from Germany we went to Paris along with our buddy Chester, and we were just hanging, and then we caught up with his auntie, with Janet, and it was a blast. And then I got to hang out with Tony Parker also we were on the same floor. I didn't even know. I was like, hey, what's up?
Well, I just want to ask you a real quick question about the whole sport of boxing in general. Mixed martial arts is becoming way more popular than it was a little while ago. Is the sport of boxing feeling threatened by all this UFC stuff, or is it kind of two different audiences?
It's two audiences, two different worlds, man. I'm doing very well at what I do. Nothing's really changed on my end, I don't think. You know, you have your UFC and then you have your boxing, you know. I can't really sit here and say that I'm a huge fan of UFC, but I have friends that fight in UFC and I help them with stand-up. But it's just one of those things, you know. I grew up around boxing and only boxing. I never saw UFC until just a few years ago, and that was just, it's a brutal sport, man.
So you would never try?
No way. My respect to them guys.
I mean, was the whole process leading up to the Mayweather fight of the whole 24/7 HBO thing? Talk about that a little bit. I mean, did they tell you what you were supposed to do, or was it all just
No.
That's
That's me living life, man. What you saw on 24/7, that's me on a regular. You know, I'm not this guy whose head's in the clouds. You know, I've known quite a few people like that, and I'm not impressed by that. I don't really dig that too much. But what you saw on Mayweather's end, that was 100% Mayweather, you know?
You talk about your head not being in the clouds. It is Halloween.
Yeah.
I know you got some great costumes. I think we have the picture
I think we
up.
might have the costume of the year.
Sister
We can
Ortiz, I
get this
believe.
thing up right
Yeah,
now.
Sister Ortiz. She's coming out tonight.
She's coming out.
There we go.
tonight.
Oh,
Oh
Costume
yeah.
of the year.
This
Where-
is happening right now.
Where was that purchased?
That it was purchased here off Ventura Boulevard.
You
but
think you can
it's
set a
pretty
trend
funny.
with this? I mean, we might see little Victor Ortiz's everywhere.
Little Sister Ortiz's?
Yeah, that was funny, man. I was at this big place, you know. My buddies had played that night, and they called me on stage, and I'm like, I'm not even supposed to be here. Like, really? Then I get on stage, and I won the whole contest, and I was like, I wasn't even trying for the contest. I remember this girl just got so angry at me because she like had like the full-on Kiss outfit painted and
wow.
everything. She's like, are you kidding me? Really? Seriously? She's like yelling at me, and I'm like, I didn't do anything. Like, I just wanted to say hi.
I mean, you can't
And I
knock
just
down
want to
Sister.
say bless you all.
As far as holidays go, where does Halloween rank on your list?
It's a fun time. You
It
know?
is.
It's really a fun time. It's what you make of it, you know. And I'm gonna go trick or treating later, so.
What is being handed out at your household?
You know what? I have like Kit Kat bars and some Snickers. Those are my
Are you one of the
favorite.
king size guys, or you
Nah.
just go fun size, or?
Come on now.
But I mean, as far as so let's look at what's going on. We know you like football a lot.
Yeah.
How you feeling about our NFL action going on this week? I mean,
You know what?
your
I
Steelers,
was actually kind of upset yesterday. You
the
know.
Patriots went down.
Yeah, they definitely did. But there was an interesting play that Malu did. You know, it
So
was
where he's-
crazy.
Where he
Did you
was
see
dragged
that?
on the back.
No, they both went for the ball, and then Malunalu.
Oh, I did see that.
He, like,
where he
threw
knocked
it.
it out for
Yeah,
the safety. Yeah.
it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was actually.
That was like the
actually-
coolest
it
play
was-
I've
it
ever
was-
seen.
It was illegal. The refs didn't see it because it was. I don't know if you saw, but it was a play where Patriots had the ball with like 2 minutes left, and Malu knocked the ball and knocked it so it
Yeah.
would go out of their own
Boom.
end zone
Oh,
for
yeah, yeah.
safety, but the refs didn't really catch. But yeah, it was a crazy game. But
It was nuts. It was pretty cool. I've never seen that before, so that was awesome.
I don't think you need to worry though. I think the Patriots will be back.
Yeah, I believe so.
Back in
I
form.
Yeah, I mean, when you got Belichick, you know they're going to adjust fast. But we're going to move on to our video of the week. We'll keep Victor here. Video of the week, we got to give it to none other than the Detroit Lions mocking Tim Tebow with the new internet sensation called Tebowing that's taking over planking very quickly. And in the game, one of the Detroit Lions sacked Tim Tebow and then decided that he was going to Tebow in front of him. Hopefully we can get this video up right now of Tim Tebow getting Tebowed. Here we go right here. So get down on one knee, pray, look up to the fans as Tim Tebow's getting up from a sack in his beautiful performance where he threw for an astonishing, I don't even know.
Victor, will we ever see you Tebowing in the ring? Will that happen?
We could definitely keep that in mind.
You always got to
Just in
get
the middle of
creative,
the third
right?
Why
round, just get
not?
down and-
I was thinking of just doing like VO or something.
Oh,
So let's throw out the next thing. But
Why
Tebowing
not?
is getting out of control. I mean, the places that I've seen Tebowing, I mean, I think I saw a man Tebowing on his pregnant wife. Like, it's absolutely out of control.
That's awesome.
It's a new internet sensation. Check it out. We got to
know
move
what?
on, Tommy.
Yeah, tweet of the week's got to go to Rob Gronkowski's little brother, who was his brother for Halloween, and then Paul Paps with a great tweet. Second time this week Gronkowski can't break the plane.
Story behind that goes that
There it is.
this is his little brother with a girl at Kansas State. But the
nice.
reason
Yeah.
this tweet is so funny is because his older brother who plays on the Patriots was seen during his bye week taking a picture with his shirt off and a porn star with his jersey on in a bedroom. And they claimed that it was only to get her Twitter to have more followers. So I think her name was BB Jones, but I don't know if we're buying that
Well,
one.
you know her name now, so I guess that works.
BB Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's her name, but yeah.
Interesting.
So no Gronkowski costume for you today?
No,
Go
Never
Ortiz.
know.
not today.
What were the other
Yeah.
two? What were the other two that were?
I had a sailor and also this like zombie-looking guy with a top hat. It was kind of cool. I actually used my sailor outfit yesterday to take my boat out, and people were laughing at me and stuff. It's pretty funny.
You gotta fit the part, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to our person of the week. I don't think we could give it to anyone else but David Freese. I mean, the performance that he had in the World Series, he hits home run to send it to Game 7, and then he has another huge hit to win the Cardinals the World Series. Hometown boy, David Freese, coming up clutch with
There's
only
a game
one
winner.
strike left in the season. It's cliche, but I don't know how we couldn't give it to the guy.
Yeah, and I was very excited because, again, I picked the Cardinals and
did?
you didn't, so I was very excited when
did.
that happened. Did you get a chance to see that Game 6?
I actually caught little pieces, glimpses here and there, but I did see the final though, the score anyway.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's really too bad because my prediction was about to be spot on until that happened. But
And
I'll
he
give him
won.
credit.
He won a Corvette for being
won
the
a
World Series
Corvette?
MVP.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, does
I
he have
don't
to
know
give
if
that to
that's-
charity, or does he actually?
I
win
mean,
it?
I guess he drives it around. I mean, I don't know. I guess if you're World Series MVP, they give you a nice
you
car.
can do what you want, right?
You can do whatever you want. Yeah.
All right. Well, we got to look forward to next week, Tommy.
Well, let's look forward to tonight.
Of course. Monday
Monday Night Football, Chargers, Chiefs. Will you be watching?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just actually tweeted to Kerry Colbert and Matt Castle, so you guys' former
The alum.
alumni.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're from Kansas City originally.
Born and raised. Oh
You
yeah.
got the Chiefs tonight.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
Tommy's from San Diego. We got a
Definitely.
little rivalry going on right here.
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Is
Well,
it at San Diego?
No, it's in Kansas City.
It's in
I'm
Kansas
gonna
City.
say Kansas City.
This
Me
is
too.
the second game of the week.
It's hard to play in Arrowhead
yeah.
Stadium. It's one of the most hostile stadiums in all sports. I'm gonna go with Kansas City.
It's tough to play in Arrowhead Stadium, but the Chargers just had their number game one. I think it's going to happen again. Homer pick or just?
It's gonna be a repeat of Raiders and Kansas City.
Oh man, that was bad.
That was beautiful.
Carson
let's
Palmer.
go Chiefs 28-17.
Really?
Really?
You got a score for us?
but I'd agree with that.
Maybe a kicker.
It sounds-
Chargers 31, Chiefs 14.
All right, well, that's not
Book
gonna
it.
happen.
That's
So,
actually a good one too, but the other way around.
But yeah, that's going to do it for us on Sportsmanlike. We will have more next week with USC going to Colorado to play a tremendous Colorado team. I think they've won one game this season.
Colorado State beat Colorado State.
So they've won one game. They have not won a Pac-12 game yet, so I know they'll be excited about having to wait another week for that.
Yep.
And that's going to do it for us. For Unsportsmanlike Conduct, Victor, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Pleasure's mine, guys.
Tommy and myself will be back next week. Until then, have a great week. And we're still here.
Credits eventually.
Credits will always come. Here we
There
go.
they are. Nice. Thank you very much.
You got it, bro.
Thanks, Victor.
That was
Appreciate
fun.
Good effort today, you know? Really.
That's funny.
I can't believe he gets the cover so easily.
That was funny.
Yeah, I don't know. That was much longer after what I said.
That was funny, dude.